Hey everyone, Tankenstein here. In this video, I've got your very first gameplay and overview of the long-awaited F-14A IRIAF. That's right, we have it here to play, and I will be doing that in just a moment, but let's go over this thing real briefly. So as you can see, if you look at the stat card here, it does have the same exact stats as the standard F-14A early for the US Air Tech Tree, and the reason being is because, as you could imagine, this is an F-14A. It does have the same engines, does have the same radar as the F-14A. However, the F-14B does have enhanced radar and engines, so that will be able to outperform this thing in flight. Now, that being said, let's just kind of go over its weapons real quick. Now, as you can see, it does have the AIM-54A Phoenix missiles, AIM-9Ps, nothing all too crazy, outside of the fact that this also has brand new missiles, including the Fakour-90s, the R-27R1, yes, you can equip an R-27 to the Tomcat, and also a brand new type of missile, the Sedjil, which is pretty damn cool, at least in my opinion. Now, the Sedjil, as you can see, I mean, I'm just going to go over these things real brief. Let's just kind of start off with the Fakour versus the AIM-54s. So basically, the Fakours are Iranian-produced AIM-54 clones in a way, right? Like they're supposed to take the place of the AIM-54 Phoenixes, but at least based on this stat card, they don't really quite live up to it. So the AIM-54s weigh 443 kilograms, the Fakours 637 kilograms, so almost 200 kilograms heavier per missile. And then, of course, you also have it launch range, lock range, they are the same. Max speed on the AIM-54 is 4.3 Mach. These are only 4.0. Max overload 17 on the Phoenixes. The Fakours are only 15. Missile guidance time 160 on the Phoenixes, 150 on the Fakours, and also, of course, the explosive filler equivalent. You're looking at about a 33% difference between the Phoenixes and the Fakour-90. So it seems like the Fakour-90s are a big downgrade from the Phoenixes. I'm not entirely sure if that's how it's going to actually play out, but that's what it seems. And then, of course, you have these Sedjils here, 625 kilograms each. That's how much these missiles weigh compared to a Sparrow at 193 and also an R1 at 253. So you're getting a lock range of 40 and a launch range of 135, whereas let's just compare them to the R1. Now, of course, these do have much better lock and launch ranges compared to the other ones. They do have really nice top speed, equivalent to the AIM-7E Sparrows and just a bit above what you can see on the R-27R1. However, that maximum overload of 15 Gs, holy cow, that is less than half of the R-27R1 and substantially worse even compared to the AIM-7E2DF. So we'll have to see exactly how these perform. And just one last thing here, I've actually set it up where you basically have the superior missiles here, at least based on the stat cards, versus the Sedjils and all the Iranian weapons here. Now, as you can see, the Iranian weapons, this loadout with pretty much just those, 3,953 kilograms. With the non-Iranian weapons, 2,434. So you're looking at about 1,500 kilograms less by equipping the ones that look better on the stat card for the most part. So we'll have to wait and see. Of course, I'm going to go into combat with the Iranian weapons because those are unique to this vehicle. So we're going to have to wait and see exactly how they perform. That being said, let's get into a few matches and have a good time. So here we are, of course, with the IRIAF F-14A, and as you guys could probably see, the other F-14s are quite a bit ahead of me. Pretty much every plane is a bit ahead of me, which is a little bit, telling, I guess you could say, about how heavy this loadout is. Of course, I am flying with the Iranian loadout, with the Fakours, the Sedjils, and this is a full loadout. So we're talking about 4,000 kilograms of ordnance here. So just waiting to get a nice lock on something. Hopefully we can. Oh, I thought I had my other radar activated. Whoops. We're getting our TWS HDN specifically so we can hit some enemies with the Fakours. Okay, we are launching. I've already launched 2. That's my second one. Go ahead and launch on him. And I might even, because I'm not really getting many locks here. Let's see if we can get ourselves at least a final one. I don't know if I've locked onto more than 1 or 2 enemies, but hopefully I have. And then, of course, we can go ahead and get in a little bit closer, but you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to go ahead and switch up my radar in a moment. Oh, we have ourselves our first kill. Very nice. Gonna try to fire a Sedjil on this guy. Hopefully we can get ourselves a Sedjil kill. We have a second hit with the Fakours. And, oh! I was just about to hit. I think that was a mirage, right? Anyways, you know what? That was quick enough. You guys got to see the Fakours. Let's go ahead and jump into another match. And remember, guys, the whole point of this gameplay, I'm not here to be like, oh, I've got 50 bajillion kills. Like, if a plane's been out for like 5 years or something, or like any period of time really, then that's one thing. But this is almost kind of like a review in a way, and I want to show you guys the honest gameplay, like what you can expect with this. I'm not going to try to gloss it up for you. So that said, let's get into another match. But that was kind of fun. Those were better than I expected based on the stat card. Okay, so let's go ahead and fire off some more Fakours at these enemies. Ooh, very nice. We are having ourselves a little treat here. We got to fire off 4 of them real quick. Okay. Oh, I'm liking these lines through the air. So we're going to go ahead and switch right back over to... Oh, you know what? That was not smart of me. That was not very smart of me. I was just an idiot. Yeah! 2 kills! Three kills! So, yes, I did include that last match because I feel like having that 3 Fakour kill thing is actually pretty important to show because they're pretty damn good. I'm impressed by them. Not impressed by the Sedjils, however. Now, here we have it where, again, this is the same loadout I brought in my other matches, where it's 4 Fakours, 2 Sedjils, 2 AIM-9Ps. And so, you're talking about, again, 1,500 kilograms extra weight compared to AIM-54s, AIM-9s, and R-27s. And so, is it worth it? I think for the Fakours, potentially. For the Sedjils, definitely not. Sedjils thus far have been absolutely terrible. It's almost like they are the AIM-9Bs of the semi-active radar homing world, right? Like of the mid-range world. They are atrocious. Also, one thing with the Fakours, they aren't all that great at beyond, I would say, like 35 kilometers. So just something to note. Typically at this point, I've been kind of firing off 2 at range and then kind of waiting until I get a little bit closer. But the Sedjils are terrible thus far. I mean, like, they do not maneuver at all. They are really, really bad in that regard. So we're going to go ahead and hopefully... That's not an enemy. That's an enemy. So let's go ahead and dive down here. I do not feel like being high up in the sky right now. Switch back down to my old style of whatchamacallit. Hopefully we can get ourselves a few kills here. This is... Okay, we have ourselves 1 kill. It was that F-15 right in front of me. But as I said, the Sedjils are effectively booty chatter. They are not good at all. Ugh. And I think a lot of it, again, has to do with the fact that they just do not maneuver well. They're like stupid missiles in a way. If I get this kill, that would be amazing. Wow, and I didn't die. I'll take that, though. So we're going to go for this Yak 141. If I die, I die. Oh, I got killed by my teammate. So let's go ahead and switch off... let's go ahead and switch off the Fakours. You guys have seen enough of those. But what I can tell you, again, Fakours seem to be very, very good. So for this match, I'm going to stay a little bit low to the ground. You guys have already seen what the Fakours can do. And again, I'm pretty damn impressed by them. Now, what I've done is I've replaced them with the AIM-7 E2s. And of course, I still have the Sedjils. This will be more of a test for the Sedjils. Again, the F-14A IRIAF is the same as the F-14A early, right? Performance-wise. Really, the only difference here is that you can get the R-27Rs, which we've already had in game. You can get yourself the Sedjil missiles, which, again, we're testing, but thus far they do not seem good. And then, of course, you can get the Fakours, which do seem to be pretty damn good. And again, I have had pretty damn good success with them, despite the fact that their stat card indicates that maybe they wouldn't be so good. So we're going to fly a little bit low here. We're going to use this again to kind of test out the Sedjils. Hopefully they're good. I don't think that they will be. Again, let's just look at their stats. As you can see, they weigh 625 kilograms. They have a very long launch range, but they are semi-active radar homing, which is not good. It doesn't really matter how long your launch range is. Like, if you're one-on-one, okay, that's one thing. But for, like, mid to close range, not really ideal. So we're going to hopefully be able to lock onto somebody here, and then kind of move on. It looks like we might have an enemy. You know what? Let's go ahead and launch the Sedjil at this range. I think that's supposed to be what it's used for, right? Like, long range. So let's see if I can hit him from around 30 kilometers. Hopefully I don't get interfered with by the Mirage or any other aircraft. That would suck. Just going to keep on fire. Oh, it looks like the Sedjil has gone. So we're going to go fire one more on this guy. Again, thus far, my experience has not been good with these. Close range, really, really bad. Long range, really... Oh, we have our first kill. That is our first Sedjil kill. So I think really what you're going to probably be able to expect with this is that, yes, it is usable. However, and there is a big, big, big however here, the fact remains is that while it is usable, it will not be all that usable at close range. So we're going to go ahead and fire on this. Not the best idea on my part. Hopefully we can get ourselves... it's not going to matter. He's just going to hit the ground, I think. Maybe not. And we have ourselves severe damage. That works for me. So, let's go ahead and maybe fire on this MiG-29. Hopefully that tracks. Probably won't. And we have ourselves a nice damage. So we're not doing too poorly. Close range, this thing seems to be okay. Again, Sedjils, they don't seem to be all that great. I feel like if you're going to be using them for truly mid-range operations, that's one thing. And you can do that. And I feel like they will be okay in that regard. However, when it comes to close range, you don't want to do it because they have absolutely terrible, whatchamacallits. Whatever I was going to say. You know what I was going to say. They have absolutely terrible G overload. Like, the AIM-7 E2s are way better in that regard, and they're still not even all that great. Let's try to fire one more. I don't really know how many enemies are left, but I should get this kill. Perfect. We have third kill, and not too bad. You know, I mean, overall, am I impressed with this? Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with this. I do like this version of it. I feel like, again, this is a Bizarro version of the F-14. And I feel like that in and of itself is really cool because it's just like a unique version of a vehicle that we already have in-game. And I feel like there's a lot that you can do with that and a lot of fun that you can have with it, especially given the history of such an aircraft. So I do like this aircraft thus far. We're going to play like one more match and kind of see what we could do. But thus far, I mean, yeah, I'm pretty impressed by this thing. Is it, like, amazing? Do I feel like it should be better than whatever BR it's currently at, 12.3? No, I don't feel like it's any better than 12.3. I feel like the Fakours are more so a, they're more so an alternative to the AIM-54s. I feel like the AIM-54s, to a point, they are better insofar as, like, if you're looking to survive past initial launch, they're probably a little bit better than the Fakours. But I feel like the Fakours are probably a little bit better insofar as guaranteeing a kill. Thus far, again, I've had a lot of success with them. So we'll have to wait and see exactly. You know, let me know in the comments below as you guys get these what your experience with the Fakours are. But I really like them. I'm not a fan of the Sedjils. And I am a Like, I've gotten as many kills with the AIM-7s in this match as I've gotten, and I've only ever used the AIM-7s once with this thus far, as I've gotten with the Sedjils in every match. Probably a lot of them thus far. So, here we are in what I probably will consider to be my final match, and we have the AIM-54s, of course, as well as the R27R1s, and AIM-9Ps, which, they suck. Like, really. They are really not good at this BR. And so what I can tell you guys right off the bat here is that, you know, I've actually flown this in a few, I guess you could say, test matches or unrecorded matches with the AIM-54s, and the Fakours seem to be much more effective than the AIM-54s, at least in my limited experience with them. And of course I've used AIM-54s before in the other F-14s, but as a comparison, they do seem to be better than the AIM-54s here. Now, that said, the Sedjils, they're not really great. I feel like in the way that most people are going to end up using the Sedjil, like as a, you know, they're probably going to end up using it as like a mid-range fighter, or a mid-range missile rather, or a close-range missile. It's terrible in that way. However, for the most part, I feel like it's actually fairly usable. Otherwise, jeez, my control setup is so bad. It's usable, I feel like, beyond 5 kilometers, right? But anything within that, it's just absolutely terrible. So we have ourselves a kill with the AIM-54. Not bad. Not really ideal, of course. I'm going to go ahead and see what we can do with this guy here. Maybe not. Oh, we have another hit with the AIM-54s, I'm assuming, and we do. Wow, nice. Cannot complain about that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This guy might not even know I'm here, in which case I'm going to go ahead and fire an AIM-9P on him. Hopefully I can get the hit. Yeah, I really don't think this guy knows I'm here. Okay, let's hope I can get myself a hit. And can I? Yeah, okay, I'm going to accept this as a nice enough win here. So we have ourselves 3 kills. Now, I'm going to show you guys, you know, once this match is officially over. Hopefully I can survive. I doubt I will. Seems like I have no lift anymore. But I'm going to show you guys like those crazy rockets. I think the Yasser rockets, if I'm not mistaken, that have like hundreds of kilograms of explosive filler in them. They are ridiculously powerful. And also, wow, this is bizarre. I'm basically standing still here. This is just such a weird thing to see. I could still get a kill, I guess. My plane's floating. What the hell, man? Oh, I'm facing the enemy base. That's not good. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to make it back. But maybe I can not die in this match. That'd be great. But overall, again, the R27R1 seem to be, I mean, like, just from my experience with them, they are really, really good. Those are probably going to be your primary close to mid-range missiles. AIM-9Ps, they're usable, but really you have to kind of get a lead on the enemy. I don't know how I'm not dead. Like, you have to basically trick them. And I would say the Fakours over the AIM-54s. People have been saying Fakours are a bit faster than AIM-54s. I think that's probably true based on my experience with them. But that said, let's just get into a test drive, but not too bad. So here we are with the Yasser rockets, and basically it looks like they just took a 100 or 1,000 pound bomb and stuffed it into like a rocket. So I'm kind of expecting that that's kind of what this is going to be. I mean, like, it's got the same color, it's got the striping, it's got the same fuse pretty much as a standard bomb. So I mean, hey, it's ingenious maybe, or not. So we're just going to go ahead and fire on this T-55A, because that would be like the only actual challenge here. And it... Wait, did that blow up early? Did that blow up in the air early? Because I'm not even seeing a crater. Wait a second. Is this thing blowing up in the air? I think that might be the problem here. I was trying to run this thing before, and I just couldn't tell what the issue was. But I think this is like some sort of an air rocket? Maybe? Like an air bomb rocket? Let's try this one more time. I'm going to get a little bit closer. Okay, and fire. It blew up over top of it! That blew up over top of the T-55! So I'm going to go ahead and try this on the SPAA, but I just confirmed I have impact distance, impact fuses on these rockets. So let's see, can I get the kill? I can, but only because I was shooting at pretty much an unarmored vehicle. I'm going to try this one more time for the T-55. Okay, pull up, because I'm going to die. See? It's blown up above it! That's weird. I wonder if that's on purpose. I don't know. Any hoodles. Thanks for watching. I'm kind of in a similar predicament as I was last match. Except now I'm going to die. But thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think about this vehicle in the comments below. Again, I wanted to show you guys different scenarios with this vehicle. Just so you guys could see exactly what it's capable of before you either decide to keep it, grind for it, buy stars, for example, to be able to get it, or even sell it on the marketplace. But again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all on the other side. This is a cool vehicle, in my opinion. Again, the Fakour missiles, great. The Sedjil missiles, not so much. See you all on the other side. Take care, everyone. What the hell?